Shalom, Akim. First and foremost, before I begin this lesson, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha HaKodash. Double honors go out to our apostles, elders of Great Millstone, who rule and teach well. Shalom, Mabarakim to you brothers and sisters out there. All right, this is Brother Malachi from the Great Millstone Nashville camp. And Lord, willing that this lesson is edifying to the hopeful elect. All right, I wanted to go into the topic of endure, all right, which I'm going to get the etymology. But before I get that, and then, of course, scriptures and how that this is edifying to the elect, I wanted to bring this image out, all right, because this is an image that you've probably seen before, but it speaks volumes, okay, because you see up at the top it says, you never know how close you are. Now, on the bottom, it says, never give up on your dreams. What is our dream? To receive salvation, right? The kingdom of heaven. We're hastening the coming of our Lord, Yahweh Shai Mashiach. And you see just how close this man got to striking gold, striking oil, however you want to put it, But you can tell this dude up here, he's not going to make that same mistake. He's eager. Look at his face. He's fervent. He's pushing the hell out that plow. He's ready to go. It's like, fuck it. However long it's going to take, I'm going to get there. This other dude you see at the bottom, it looked like, maybe he started like that, but he started to slow down. You got to consistently feed that fire. Now, because I was even, talking to myself. Yes, I was talking to myself. I was meditating out loud. I know I'm not the only person that does that. I literally will talk to myself out loud when I'm meditating, when I'm thinking. And obviously not in front of people, but I'm saying, when you're by yourself and such. Regardless, I don't need to justify myself. Okay. This man, he gave up at the bottom. He didn't have it in him. But what's different is because you might look at yourself back, because I remembered. I lost my train of thought. I tried to recover it. I got it. The Wadi Al-Bashmal Shai. What I was meditating on was the fact that when I first came in, I was very, very zealous, like strict. Like I was trying to do everything to a T. Like just straight fire, which we all came in like that. I especially had a problem with being over-righteous. But the thing is, you don't want that zeal to disappear, right? You still want to have that zeal, but rather than it being a wildfire, it's a controlled fire, right? Instead of it being a wildfire spreading across a field rapidly, burning everything in its sight, you want it to be a flame, like a campfire. You want it to be controlled. And what happens with a campfire? You keep feeding it wood throughout the night, making sure that it keeps burning and burning and burning and burning. And that's what you want to do. You want to be consistent, right? Because, the reality is if you're going to be a wildfire and then just burn out, you might as well not even start it, right? The whole point of this thing is to endure. This is a long distance race. The gun pops off, everybody starts sprinting. Well, running, not sprinting, but running. And you're sprinting. You're hauling ass. Yeah, everybody's way behind me. First lap. What you don't know is there's 10 laps. You're 2 laps, 3 laps in, and now you're gassed. And people are starting to catch up to you. Now people are starting to pass you in the 4th lap, 5th lap, 6th lap. You collapsed. What profit was there? What benefit did that have? Okay, this is about stamina. This is about endurance. This is about continuing until the Lord comes back. And what day is the Lord coming back? We don't know. What year? We don't know. It hurts to say that. That we don't know what year, because we hope every year we hope it's this year, And I've been in the truth for a very short time, but every year I hope that he comes back this year. And December comes like the snap of a finger and it didn't happen. Does that mean you give up? No. Maybe next year. Maybe next year. Maybe next year. Maybe next year. You got to continue to be in that spirit. And it crushes your soul, because like, fuck. Like get to the end of the year, it's like, damn, might need to go through another year. But how do you think the apostles feel, man? 30, 35, 40 plus years. Okay? And then what about the apostles back 2,000 years ago? They asked Yahushua if he was going to restore the kingdom now. They didn't know they had to wait 2,000 years. You see? However long it takes, man, is however long we're going to wait. Because what else you got? There ain't nothing else for you. Regardless if you want to be in this truth or not, it still ain't your kingdom. You're still an Israelite. You're not no Edomite, so this ain't going to work out for you. Right? You're still going to deal with the curses, deal with a bag with holes. It ain't going to change just because you fell out the truth. Certain things might seem easier or Satan might bless you, but you're still through. And you're even more through now because Satan blessing you is not a good sign. Because, actually, matter of fact, before I get anything else, let me get this. Is it Sirach 2? I believe it is. Sirach 2 and 13 to 14. Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not. Therefore shall he not be defended, because he doesn't have faith. Hebrews 11 and 6. Without faith, it is impossible to please him. You need to have faith. And will you have moments of doubt? Yes. It's part of being in the flesh. Will you have low self-esteem moments? Will you have moments where sometimes, saying it like it is, you just want to die? Yes, absolutely. If I'm being honest, and we're supposed to be honest, because we're not liars, we're not false prophets, we're not filled with deceit and heresy. I had a moment like that earlier. But you can't dwell upon those things. You need to allow those thoughts to pass, and you need to move on. You need to continue to fight. Because it's not a fight without punches getting swung back at you. If you're the only one on offense throwing the punches and kicks or whatever, then it's not a fight. A fight is both ways. You're throwing blows and blows are getting thrown back at you. You hit him with an uppercut, he hit you with a gut shot. He hit you with a right hook. You got to get used to it. All right, verse 14. It says, woe unto you that have lost patience, which Apostle Gabar used to always go into, and I'm sure he'll bring it up again in a good way, I'm saying. Patience goes into suffering. And what will ye do when the Lord shall visit you? So you lost patience, you're gone. You think, oh, my life is good now. I got my wife and my kids, my job, looking like a fucking square. All right, but what are you going to do when the Lord comes back? Yeah, you got promoted in your office. You're on the 80th floor, making $90K a year with a wife and 3 kids. Yeah, my life has been real good since I left GMS. Since I left the truth. And then Yahushua comes back. What are you going to say to him? First of all, you're not going to get the chance to say nothing. Because your ass is grass. That's what you need to understand, man. And then the scriptures actually say that too. That a lot of you people, the Lord is going to come back in a day when you're not looking for him. Let me get this word for endure. Because I really always love mentioning this. All right, endure. It says to undergo or suffer. Also, this is my favorite part. To continue in existence. It doesn't say, the Lord never said, you better smile, you better laugh, you better have a good time. I better never see you cry. I better never see you vexed, complaining. I better never see you having low moments. You better always be happy and positive. The Lord never said that. Never said that. Yahushua said, he that endureth unto the end, the same shall be saved. Endure says to continue in existence, meaning you never threw in the towel. You never quit. Doesn't mean you didn't cry. Look, have I cried in the world? Absolutely. I've damn near cried more times in the truth than in the world. Because that's how serious this thing is. And that's how much we actually care about the Lord and about his word and about the law and about our salvation. You see? I mean, I'm not literally counting how many times, but I'm saying I've definitely cried in this truth. Multiple times. In front of brothers even. And it's not a glorifying thing. It's shameful, in the moment, but it is what it is. It shows genuinity. Which, if that's not a word, then it is today. Esau makes up words, so will we. And I'm not putting myself on no type of pedestal, but I'm saying I'm not no tough macho man, bro. None of us are. We're all trying to work out our own salvation. We're all scared for our lives and for not even only ourselves, our households, man. I want my household to get saved, not just myself. I have a lady. I want her to get delivered. I don't want her to perish. I'm doing this not only for myself. First and foremost, we're doing it for Yahweh Shema Shai. I'm doing this for myself. I'm doing it for my household. Which I don't have any kids. All right. But if for some reason I end up having kids, obviously I'm going to do it for them too. But I'm doing it for my family. Because let's be honest, a lot of our families ain't worth two dead flies. Especially our father's seed line. Somebody got to hold the crown. Like as in by hold the crown, I mean like represent and do something right for once in the generations that have been wasted in vanity. So this is our opportunity right here in this truth. In this knowledge of Yahweh Shema Shai, you have to continue to push. You have to continue to go through sufferings and persecutions and just fucking take it. You have to just deal with it. And that's not fun. All right, matter of fact, let me grab this. Because the Lord told us it wasn't going to be fun. And starting with the apostles and elders on down, but especially the apostles and elders, they told us from the jump. This is hell. You're in hell. Micah 7 and 9, you're going to catch hell. You're going to go through hell. You're going to be fucked up. You'll end up, you might be broke. You might have woman problems, family problems, demons, depression, body ailments. The apostles and elders warned us of all these things and told us that this is called the straight gate for a reason. STRAIT. Tribulation and difficulty. This is the only camp that will really tell you that. You're not here to be prosperous, make money, get women, clout. No. You're here to fucking suffer. And you're here to realize why you're suffering. And you're here to get built up from that suffering. Because that's the whole point in chastisement. So let me grab this. Hebrews 12, not 11. Salakia. Hebrews chapter 12, verse 11. Here it is. The Wadi Al-Bashmal Shai. Now no chastening for the present seemeth to be joyous. Okay, I was just making sure I had that on. But grievous. So it's not fun. Right? It's actually irritating. It's annoying. It hurts. It sucks, right? Nevertheless, afterward, so after you go through it, When you realize the message, when you realize what the Lord wants you to learn, when you realize that it's not about comfortability, it's about growth. Growth is not comfortable. Even within your body, growth spurts was uncomfortable. Your teeth growing in hurts. Going through puberty was awkward, weird, strange, your voice cracking. Hormones, acne. Nevertheless, afterward they yielded the peaceable fruit of righteousness unto them which are exercised thereby. Verse 12. Wherefore, lift up the hands which hang down and the feeble knees, and make straight paths for your feet, lest that which is lame be turned out of the way, but let it rather be healed. So don't mope around. This is for your benefit. Yahweh Shemel Shai is putting you through these predicaments to make you better and more fit to serve him. Not only that, Isaiah 33:6. Wisdom and knowledge is going to be a stability of thy times, and the strength of your salvation. The fear of the Lord is your treasure. Roughly paraphrasing. The Lord putting us through all these things is going to make us more adequate, more adaptable for Jacob's trouble. We're going to be able to handle it. And then not to mention, 1 Corinthians 10:13. The Lord will not tempt you above that you are able. The Lord is not going to put you in a situation that you can't bear. You'll bend. You'll bend like a motherfucker, man. But you won't break. You'll still be here. You'll still be enduring. You'll still be continuing in existence. You're not destitute. You're not through. You're just hurting. You're just low. But the scriptures say in Sirach 2, be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. All right, so that's really all I got on my mind. I don't want to, ramble on too much. Pray that this lesson was edifying and exhorting. And before I close, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Racha HaKodash. Double honors go out to our apostles, Ezra Gray Millstone. Shalom.